Kelvin Ramasta, a former NHS nurse at Addenbrooke's Hospital in Cambridge, has been struck off the nursing register after stealing over £100,000 from 3 elderly and vulnerable patients under his care. Ramasta, who described himself as a good nurse but admitted to being blinded by the money, was sentenced to 4 years and 6 months in prison at Peterborough Crown Court in April 2024 after pleading guilty to 3 counts of theft. The Nursing and Midwifery Council's Fitness to Practice Committee made the decision to remove him from the register, citing the severity and premeditated nature of his crimes. The thefts came to light after Ramasta's bank flagged suspicious activity, noting that £101,000 had been transferred into his account in increments of £1,000 between November 2021 and April 2022. These funds were traced back to a bank account belonging to Person A, a patient with dementia. Further investigations revealed that Ramasta had also stolen £203 and 29 pence from Person B and £1,000 from Person C. In the case of Person C, the patient's husband was alerted by their bank about unusual transactions, and upon visiting the hospital, the family discovered that money and the patient's bank card were missing. Shortly after, a cheque for £1,000 payable to Ramasta was attempted to be withdrawn from Person C's account. During sentencing, the judge condemned Ramasta's actions, stating that he had stolen all you could and used the money to fund a lifestyle of gambling, luxury items, food, and travel. The panel also highlighted the calculated and repeated nature of his offences, noting that he targeted multiple patients over an extended period. They expressed concern over the high risk of repetition, given the premeditated and sophisticated manner in which the thefts were carried out. Despite his crimes, Ramasta attempted to justify his actions in a regulatory concerns response form submitted in June 2024. He admitted to the convictions but claimed he had only pleaded guilty to secure a reduced sentence. In an earlier case, Management Form from October 2023, he described himself as a skilled and dedicated nurse who had provided quality care during the challenging times of the COVID-19 pandemic. He acknowledged his mistakes, stating, "I was just blinded by the money and I'm sorry. I genuinely feel sorry for all the family I've mistaken with." However, the panel found his remorse insufficient to mitigate the gravity of his actions. Ramasta's dismissal from the nursing profession marks a stark fall from grace for someone once trusted to care for the most vulnerable. His case has raised serious questions about safeguarding measures within healthcare settings and the need for greater oversight to prevent such breaches of trust. The Nursing and Midwifery Council's decision to strike him off underscores the zero-tolerance approach to misconduct that exploits patients, particularly those who are elderly and unable to protect themselves. As Ramasta serves his prison sentence, the families of his victims are left to grapple with the betrayal of someone who was supposed to provide care and compassion.